Hey guys, it's Ryleigh and I have finally decided to do my first story time video. Yay! This story time is one that's gonna have people calling me a bit crazy, or people saying it's fake, or people saying I'm crazy. Basically, this is a story about my ghost. So, a little preface to all of this. This ghost has been terrorizing me since the 5th grade, so 8 or 9 years now. And it's really weird to talk about because people call me crazy. And I think a lot of it's to do because I watch many paranormal shows. I watch Ghost Adventures, that's my favorite show. I like to watch BuzzFeed Unsolved, that's another one of my favorites. And I guess that's what opened me up into the paranormal world. I think I've always been super sensitive to that kind of stuff too, and I always think I am extra sensitive to like energies, because I don't think ghosts are like ghosts. I think they're just energies that are still here per se, not like spirits or whatever. So let me start from the very beginning. So when I was about, I think I was 10, my grandpa and my cousin, who is about my age, we drove out west to like South Dakota, Colorado, like all those places to see like historical monuments like Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Loveland Pass in Colorado. It was fun, it was a lot of fun. So we went to Deadwood, South Dakota. That was my favorite place by far. We stopped by the number 10 saloon where Wild Bill Hickok was shot and killed. I want to say this, that ever since I went there, the number 10 has been so prevalent in my life. For soccer, I was number 10 all my years. And I've just had this draw to the number 10. It's been my favorite number, and everything comes like, I don't know, it's super weird. But that's just another little extra crazy thing that's going on. So I go into this saloon and I'm already obsessed with the paranormal. I'm so excited to go to this place where this guy was shot. Like, I'm so excited. I am like so ready. I'm gonna be like, I'm so excited. He was shot in the basement, so he had to walk down a few stairs. And I go first. I'm so ready. I walk down halfway down the stairs and I just feel like, I feel sick. Like immediately. I can't move, I feel sick, I'm like, okay, I need to go back upstairs. I'm standing in the middle of the stairs. My grandpa and my cousin like walk down like around me. They just keep walking and I'm standing there and I can't move, and I'm like, what's happening? Like, I'm freaking out, but like I'm not on the outside, but on the inside I'm like, what is happening? Why can't I move? All this stuff. I feel my stomach is just like in knots and it's cramping, and it's just, it was a very weird experience because now that I look back at it, it's my first real paranormal experience. It was just very weird. They're making fun of me like the rest of the trip about it, but like I was still freaking out. I'm sick. Not like throwing up sick, but I just feel like these knots and my stomach is like cramping up, and I don't get sick. I was a little 10-year-old with the immune system of a horse. I don't get sick. And I just feel like I can't move, and I just feel like it was awful. It lasted for a few hours until we got out of town. And once we got to the hotel, it stopped, which was super weird. Then the rest of the trip went by like normal. The rest of my 2 years at my first house went by fine. Like, I would walk past our bathroom, and out of the corner of my eye, I would see somebody sitting in the bathtub, and I'd walk back, and there's nobody there. And that happened almost every time I walked past the bathroom. Like, the very first time it happened, I walked past the bathroom and to go into my mom's room, which is past the bathroom, and I asked her, hey, is my brother in the tub? And she goes, no, like, he's not even here. So that was super, like, that was a weird thing that happened for years and years and years. We moved out of that house when I was about 16. And things weren't really happening, like small things here and there. but nothing was really happening in that house. I moved to my grandparents' house for about 10 months, and their house was like brand new when they purchased it. I would ask them about crazy stuff that was happening to me there, and they were like, what are you talking about? Like, this is brand new. So basically this is what would happen. Like, I was in the room upstairs, and my family was living in the basement downstairs. And when I was home alone, I'd be in my room, and I would hear like heavy footsteps walking past the hallway. I would go out there seeing if anybody was home, seeing if my grandparents were home, go into the room, all the lights were off, everything was off, and that would happen a lot. That would happen quite a lot. I would be in my room and I would hear like things moving around in the basement, and I would text my family, hey, is anybody home? Are you guys home? And they'd be like, no, we're not home. So that happened once, and I was so freaked out because it was like heavy things. It was like and then like that's what it sounded like downstairs in my grandparents' home, and that was crazy. Then we moved out of that house, and now we moved into this house, and I feel really weird talking about things that have happened in this house because whatever is following me knows I'm aware of it and that I talk about it. Okay, I just got the creepiest feeling. Let's start from the very beginning. I believe this energy has been following me from house to house. God, it sounds so stupid when I say it out loud. When we first moved into this house, my mom was doing laundry downstairs, nobody else was home, and our laundry room has 3 parts. There's our laundry room, then a door, then a small middle section, then a door, then a storage room. She was doing laundry, and she hears this, hello, right next to her, and she's home alone, and she stopped doing laundry, and she went upstairs. That's the only thing that's happened to anybody else in this house. Because of all the weird things that were happening to me, my cousin decided to text the sons that used to live here, and he was like, no, there's like nothing, like, she's crazy. Another thing is that I was home alone. Things always happen when I'm home alone. I was home alone. I was upstairs in my room, and my parents and my brother were at a family friend's house, and I heard somebody like walking around down here, so I thought they were home. So I texted my mom, hey, are you home? And she goes, no, we're still at so-and-so's house. So now I think someone broke into the house, because that's how clear it was. It was so clear that I just thought somebody broke into my house. So I'm like slowly checking every room down here. I go into the basement and nothing's there. So I go to the family friend's house. I'm not dealing with this today. So yeah, that's so that's the thing. That was crazy. Another thing that happened is I was sitting on the couch that's right there, and my younger brother was in the living room that way, and I thought my older younger brother was downstairs playing his guitar. But I didn't know that he went back upstairs like 20 minutes before this happened. I started hearing noises downstairs, and I think it's just Jackson. I asked my other brother, and I say, hey, is Jackson downstairs? And he goes, no, he went upstairs like 20 minutes ago. I open the door and I yell, Jackson! And he's not downstairs. Yeah, that's another thing. And then I catch an orb on tape. Yeah. I have a record player, and I was filming a song for my friend, and I was going to send a video to her. I'll just attach the video right here because it's confirmed everything to me. It's just an orb, but I've researched everything, and it can't be the glare, and it can't be dust, and it's just That's another thing that just confirms my beliefs. One of the last things that's happened to me here before I went off to college, I was sleeping, and I wake up I wake up before my alarm. I wake up an hour before my alarm, and I'm just laying in bed because I'm wide awake at this point. I'm just laying in bed, and then this is by far the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. It felt like someone was right next to my ear, and it went, "Hey!" And I could feel the breath and everything, and I turn over, and there's nothing. Nobody's in my room. And at that point, I was like, okay. I didn't know what to do. I don't remember anything. I don't remember if I went back to bed. I don't know if I covered my head. I don't remember. That was just so crazy to me. Before anybody says anything, I know I wasn't dreaming. And I don't get sleep paralysis or anything, so anything else that's happened has been very minimum. It's like so much that I don't really remember. It's just crazy because I do watch like ghost shows and paranormal shows and everything. And my dad thinks I'm just like looking for stuff or looking for the paranormal or whatever, but like I think it just makes me more aware. And like I can differentiate like creaks, and I can differentiate like things falling and everything. So I just think watching these shows make me more aware of like what's paranormal and what's not paranormal. I've really never been to any other like haunted places. I could never be a paranormal investigator. I'm too much of a wimp. I know that there's been something following me for a while, and I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. It makes me feel better if I say that I picked it up in Deadwood, South Dakota, but it could be anything. It doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel good. It just feels like it's there. When I went to college, like I did have a creepy feeling for some time. I think it's confused whether to be here or there. And I haven't been really feeling creepy things here until, because I've been home for a week, until like recently. So I don't know. It's a very weird situation, and if anybody has any answers, let me know. Psychic twins, hit me up! That's my story time today. It ran quite long, and it was mostly just me trying to find the words how to not sound crazy. If you want more story time, if you want more paranormal experiences, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great life.